And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood. Folks, it's so good to be with you all today. I came sliding in on two wheels from Dayton. I went to the Pie Lady's house for lunch with some girlfriends. Had a wonderful lunch and a piece of coconut pie and a piece of chocolate pie. She makes these from scratch and they're just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, but I had already booked my guest for today and I'm excited about them because I know a little bit about what one of them's going to talk about and nothing about what the other one's going to talk about. I'm not even sure I spelled it correctly when I texted Joshua earlier today to tell him who was coming. But I've got Marcy Richter. Ryder.
You're close.
No, it's German. It's E before I, I
is.
before E, and it's
all
Ryder.
right.
Okay, I'm so sorry. But anyway, she's with Cleveland State, and I asked her to come on and talk about a program that they have over there called Mechatronics.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want you to tell our audience first what Mechatronics actually is.
Absolutely.
And then tell us about the class, because I know this is a certification class.
It is.
And if people do this, then they can walk out of there and get them a really good job.
Absolutely, for
So
sure.
take it away.
Yes, Cleveland State, and actually I am not the specific mechatronics instructor, I'm actually the cooperative education instructor. So
Okay.
I deal with internships and work-based learning, and I am here to actually talk a little bit about what we are going to institute into the fall of 2018, which is going to be a new opportunity for graduating seniors,
Right.
Which I'm going to talk a little bit about, but I'm first going to tell you what Mechatronics is so that
Please
we can kind
do.
of discuss that in a
Please
little
do.
bit more of a format. Mechatronics is really, it's a manufacturing field and it's advanced technology. So what these kids are going to be learning is a little bit of everything, as I like to call it. So it's everything from electromechanical to pneumatics to hydraulics. It's taking a little bit of everything and putting it into one program so that the manufacturers can really, kind of build these students from the floor up and give them a little bit of everything so that they're really, really ready to step out into the field, into a manufacturing or an industry setting. So it's really exciting. It's starting, the first Mechatronics actual program is starting this fall of 2017. Tim Wilson, he's now Dr. Tim Wilson.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes, it's wonderful. He is actually the the faculty lead over that, and he is going to be and do amazing things with that program. So the students that take that program are going to be very, very lucky to get his expertise.
Super.
But with this influx of this mechatronics program, we are now building on what we've heard from industry and really what industry is and what we're hearing from industry is they need a skilled workforce. And with the baby boomers leaving and they're
yes,
walking
we are.
out the door so that they can boat, like we were just talking about
That's
your
exactly
boat. They can
right.
go out there and get retire and boat and golf and do all those wonderful fun things that maybe one day I'll get to do. But with that means that we have a very big lack of a skilled workforce. So really, manufacturers can really no longer afford really to wait to educate and train those employees. And we have found that due to, and believe me, we are stealing this idea, and we will be the first to admit
okay.
it.
No need to reinvent the wheel.
No, it's working beautifully with Jackson State Community College right now.
Super.
They have a maintenance technician program that they are doing the same exact thing. We're copying their program, and really what it is it's in theory, it's a cooperative education program. We're calling it the Mechatronics Institute, and we're just in the design phases right now, to be honest with you. But really what we're doing is we're partnering with two strong companies in the area, with McKee Foods and Denso up in Athens. They have helped us build this program from the beginning.
Wow.
Beginning stages, every little piece of it, from what the students are going to be paid, what the evaluations are going to look like, a little bit of everything. But to put it in a nutshell for you is it's going to be really the best of the best, kind of an honors mechatronics program for these high school seniors coming out. So what it's going to do, and what in layman's terms, it's going to be a cooperative education. They're going to be going to school 2 days a week, learning all of the mechatronics schoolwork and in bookwork, and they're also going to be working in their field the other days of the week.
Oh, neat.
So, and getting paid to do that is
that
really...
is even neater.
Yes. So really, with Tennessee Promise, now they are really going to get paid to go to school. They're getting paid with Tennessee Promise to go to school for free, not only, but they're also going to be getting paid by these companies. But like I said, it's the best of the best students. So it's high school seniors. They're going to have to go through a very strict process, application process, writing essays, going through a very big interview session with all of the companies that choose to be a part of this program, as well as our staff and faculty that are on our steering committee. So we're not just going to take any mechatronics student. You're going to have that gusto to be a little bit more prepared and involved with your learning, to have that work-based learning to go with it. Very exciting.
I'm
very
assuming
exciting.
that you're working with the Bradley County Schools and the Cleveland City Schools, because I've had Arlette and
Yeah.
Rennie both on
Yes.
to talk about the CTE programs in both of those school
Absolutely.
systems, which are wonderful, folks. They're
Yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
wonderful.
absolutely, yes.
And I can't remember the guy's name. He does a TV show, Dirty Jobs. His last
Mike
name
Rowe.
Mike Rowe. Yes, thank you. I had one of those senior moments.
That's all right.
But anyway, I saw him the other day on something saying that the baby boomers were our plumbers, our carpenters, our electricians.
Yes,
Started
ma'am.
naming all of those jobs that I can't do. And he said, and they're retiring.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
we have nobody to step up into those jobs.
Absolutely. And the funny part with industry here in this area, it's huge. And it's not just the dirty jobs, as everyone
Right.
seems to have that perception that it is. The industry here is, you're going to be working with robotics. There's a lot of advanced technology. And my phone changes every day, so I can only imagine what the technology
yes.
looks like out there in the industry, and how it changes daily. So what we want to do is train that workforce, so that and work with the industry so that we can train them together to be able to fill that need of those baby boomers leaving.
Right.
And it's a hard thing to do, but we are willing to take it on. And with this institute, right now we're in the phase where we're looking, and that's what this article, which you called me about, that was in the paper
I did.
this
I
last
saw it in
week.
the banner, and thank you, Banner, again.
Yes.
You have come to my rescue.
Yes, thank you, Banner. What we are doing right now with this, since we are in the design phase of this program right now, is we are right now really talking to industry to say, this is what this is about. We want you to be a part of this, and not just for Bradley and Cleveland City. We're also in all of our communities, Meigs,
Right.
Monroe, McMinn, all of those different schools, Polk County, all of those different areas, so that we can join together to help not just the industry, but also the students and Cleveland State. It's all a win-win in this situation.
Absolutely.
But really, the students are going to make out in the end, I can tell you.
Yes.
Because they're going to be making money. They're going to be making over $20,000 coming out of an associate's degree. And the good part about this, and it's not just going to be to those CTE students that we are marketing this. We're going to market this also to those that might be looking at going to a four-year university in their brain, and thinking, I want to be an engineer one day. You know,
wow.
as an
Okay.
engineer, you're going to need these skills as well. And really, to be an engineer, you're going to want an internship at some point. So with this program, it's a little different way to look at it. You can get all of these really good work-based skills and some basic engineering knowledge, and then move into a four-year university. We are working with MTSU, and right now we're in talks with UTC, where this program will move seamlessly into their engineering program, and so that those students can have an edge. Their student debt will be very, very low,
Right.
because they're going to be they'll have $20,000+ coming out of an associate's degree to put towards the rest of their education. So,
Absolutely.
like I said, it's a win-win. You can't go wrong.
That is true. Well, you said MTSU. You know, you met my producer, Bryce Gibson.
Yeah,
He's on
yeah.
a work learning situation from Walker Valley.
love that.
And he's the producer of this show, and so he's planning after his senior year to go to MTSU.
Wonderful.
Because he wants to get into broadcasting, especially sports broadcasting.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is super duper.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and I know Bryce wouldn't be going to Cleveland State for Mechatronics,
Right.
but there are others that would be.
Right.
And I just think this is a wonderful offering for people.
It is. It's just a different way of thinking. And like I said, really, it's the win-win for the industry. Right now we're talking, and that's what I was just saying about these meetings we're holding, is so that industry can learn a lot more about this and see if they want to be a part of this. You know, there's a huge retention rate at Jackson State with this program. There's an 89% retention rate that
awesome.
these students are staying in this program and going on, and most of them have gotten jobs with those companies that they have been working with throughout their associate's degree, because it's right there. They are building their workforce. And honestly, I can tell you, I've been making all of these fun little brochures to hand out.
Good.
And one of the quotes that I put on the front of this was from Jeff Carson over at McKee Foods. And in one of our planning meetings, he said, just a quick quote that Dr. Seymour and I looked at each other and said, wow, that's a pretty awesome quote. He said, develop a workforce that works for us. And I said, you know what, that's exactly what we need to do and why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just feeding off that quote, and that's what we're going to build this upon, because we really do need to build that workforce that we need right now.
And I know one of the things that we've talked about at the Chamber when we're trying to develop some of these workforce-ready situations and the CTEs, the soft skills also.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you look someone in the eye when you shake their hand?
Yes.
Can you be on time?
Yes.
Can you work as a team? Can you know, there's just so many soft skills that people don't realize. I mean, you may be able to put a computer together, but can you work with a team while you're doing that?
Absolutely. And as the cooperative education instructor at Cleveland State, one of the courses that I do teach is an independent study course that we just actually renamed to Soft Skills in the Workforce.
Fantastic.
And that's exactly what we do. We talk about time management, communication, all of those little skills that no one's going to train you on.
That's
to
right.
be honest.
That's right.
To be honest, when you walk into a company, they're not going to say, hey, this is how you communicate.
Right.
So really that's another aspect that the Cleveland State students can get by taking a cooperative education course with us as well. So, and really with this institute, I'm going to be their mentor.
Okay, so they'll have a touchstone.
Absolutely.
That is good.
You're looking at it.
That's good. That's very good.
They're going to get those skills with me, and orientations and different little really like help classes is what I'm going to kind of gear them towards, to say, you know what, let's talk about your interviewing skills. Let's talk about you not showing up 10 minutes late, things of that sort. So it'll be really interesting to see this inaugural class go through and see how it goes. We're excited. We're very excited.
And I'm excited for it. And like I say, I was excited when I read this in the banner. And I do thank the banner, because every Sunday, y'all don't want to see my banner after I get through cutting it up. But I get all excited about things that are happening in Cleveland and Bradley County. And I know that our industry is so strong here.
Oh, my goodness.
And I know that if industry's not going to come here if we can't give them a workforce.
Exactly. And like I said, this is one of many things that we are doing at Cleveland State, but I feel that it's going to be so successful for everyone involved, not just industry, but the student itself and Cleveland State. It's going to be a big triangle.
Yes, and I think it's wonderful too when you brought up Tennessee Promise, because that money is going to come with them.
Yes.
And that's money they don't have to write a check for and have debt when they leave.
Exactly. And believe me, if I would have been in this generation when I went to school, I would be thanking the heaven stars for that. But I really hope that these kids can see that and take advantage of that, and really understand that this is a program that a lot of people in this area and a lot of people in this region of the United States do not have.
Right.
And Jackson State has been super successful with it, and so we say, we're going to take something that's successful and we're going to try and make it better.
And bring it to East Tennessee and make it better. Marcy, thank you so much for being on with me
really
today.
Appreciate it.
And as this progresses,
I will be back.
Get with me and we'll talk about how we've progressed to point B.
For
maybe.
Sure. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
I really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
I appreciate you being. It was nice meeting you.
And absolutely, if any industry would like to call me, please feel free.
Phone number.
423-614-8718. Please feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to come to you and talk to you a little bit more about all of the details with this program.
And I think that's great. And folks, this has been a great interview. We're going to take a little bit of break because I have a second guest coming on. We're going from Mechatronics to music. At least they both start with an M, okay? So don't go away. Be sure you watch our commercials and support our sponsors, and we'll be right back in just a minute.